Earth Keeper, your feet are wet from many lands. Keep your heart clean, and you will see the unseen. Saishale Wayakantake, carried over nations' water. Saishale Wehasate, Earth Keeper, you have broken through the protective embrace. Now face the visions put forth long ago. Wisdom from the heart of the mother, revealing the patterns of your heart. You are a teacher, the keeper of the lands. Wisdom from the heart of the mother. You draw forth secret wisdom with every breath. Keep close to us. Waishale, Wakantake. Sit without fear. Trust us to show you light. You have worked hard to hear us, and now it is time that we reveal to you the patterns of your heart. Saishale, Wahasate, Saishale, Wayakontake. Earth Keeper, I am the hawk, and you are the eagle. We are the people of the elements, watching over the land through the heart of this great mother, and her compassion, her companion, Father Sky. We dance in between worlds, carrying visions of peace. The trees and rocks, the protectors stand guard, fly through time, carried by wind and water, burning broken promises of times past. A love that knows many lifetimes seeks to unite your heart and mine. Earth Keeper, Saishale, Wayakontake, Saishale, Wehasate, carried over nations' waters. Your feet are wet from many lands. Earth Keeper, Saishale, Wayakontake. over the land through the heart of this great mother and her compassion, her companion, Father Sky. We dance in between worlds, carrying visions of peace. The trees and rocks, the protectors stand guard as we fly through time, carried by wind and water, burning broken promises of times past. A love that knows many lifetimes seeks to unite your heart and mind. Earth Keeper. Carried over nations' waters, your feet are wet from many lands. Earth Keeper, Saishale, Waikantake, Saishale, Wahasate. Earth Keeper, carried over nations' waters, your feet are wet from many lands. Earth Keeper. Your feet are wet from many lands, Earth Keeper.
Hi, thank you so much for joining me here. New Heart Transformation on somafusionmedia.com. I am Farida Gipson Burtt, and I'm so grateful to be here to just, talk for about an hour. About whatever flows through. And today seems to be a day to speak about your thought atmosphere and your power to manifest and be positive and flow with your natural state, which is happiness. So just a little bit of a background from me. I was raised overseas. I was born in Kenya. My father is a doctor in public health. And so he took myself and my two sisters around the world with him, doing his work in maternal and child health care. So I was exposed to a lot of different cultures. And I was also exposed to my father, who got up every morning at dawn or before dawn to do his meditation and his yoga practice. So very spiritually aware, Eastern and Western medicine. I also watched him receive acupuncture treatments and such. So I grew up in a holistic family environment, I guess. So one of the things with that I kept forever, and I still have deeply ingrained in my being, is you are in control of your happiness and no one can take that from you. How amazing is that? How beautiful is that? You are in control. What? Did you know that you're in control? It's so beautiful. Like, we get distracted and we get, just hypnotized with everything that's going around, the fancy lights and the news media and whatever it is that this society wants you to pay attention to without even paying attention to it. Billboards and everything. You don't even have to pay attention to it. It's there. So what happens? You have to be aware that you are actually the one who's in control. They don't have control over you. You do. But if you relinquish your control by just being, just being unaware in this world and not taking the time for yourself to come back to yourself and sit quietly and listen and be with you and hear that deepest, most peaceful part of yourself that's crying out for you to listen. And I spent so much time seeking outside of myself. And I've finally come to a place at almost 48 years old where I understand, I get it. And that's why I'm here presenting how to find your way when you're just being inundated with distraction and things that want to pull you away from you and make you believe that you're separate from everything else, because you really are not separate from anything or anyone. So my dad gave me this beautiful book. It's called Three Magic Words, and I've enjoyed it so thoroughly that I do not have the cover, so I cannot tell you who it's by. But it's an amazing book, and I want to share with you because today, when I was thinking about what to talk about, I was super nervous about being here today. But when I was thinking about what to present, I turned to page 204, and right there it said thought atmosphere. My goodness gracious. Let me read to you. It is an inescapable fact that each human being who lives is surrounded by subtle but powerful thought atmosphere. We are accustomed to believe that thoughts are invisible, yet we mark the existence of thousands of them with our very eyes each day. The thought of each man stands written on his face, on his brow, in his expression of his eyes, in the set of his lips, the carriage of his head, his posture, his bearing, his demeanor, in the tone of his conversation, his character, his successes, his failures, his very life. Let a man walk into a room where you are, and you immediately are conscious of the thought atmosphere that surrounds him. Your very first reaction is that you either like him or you don't. It isn't the man that prompts you to do this instinctive decision. It is the kind of thoughts he thinks. Wow. His mental atmosphere reaches out and contacts yours immediately. That's a little scary, isn't it now? If it is similar, you are attracted to him. If it is opposed, you dislike him. Only a modification of thinking on the part of one or both of you can change this. For life gravitates to the like in the universal subconscious mind and throughout all nature. So what did that say? It said only a modification of thinking on the part of one or both of you. So that does show you that you are in charge. And then I turned to a little meditation, if you will. So join me in this. I let go of fear and confusion. They are illusions and cannot live with truth, which is love, which is the complete and fulfilled in me now. The great reality of the universal subconscious mind is forever present at the center of my being. I draw from it perfect intelligence, perfect health, perfect peace, perfect happiness, perfect love. I surrender all the built up inhibitions that have been impressed upon me by the illusions of the world. I refuse to accept anything but truth, which is always the good and the positive. I move in accord with divine intelligence. I accept the will and the love of God, which I express in laughter and joy and pleasure and service. Only the good, the great, the significance, and the constructive do I add unto myself. Nothing else is allowed into the creative depth of my being. Nothing else is allowed into the creative depth of my being. The surging desire of each man is to know the fulfillment of love. The way to this fulfillment is through contact with the center of consciousness, through communion with the silent dweller within. Communion with the silent dweller within. I'm going to say that again. Communion with the silent dweller within. I surrender my doubts and confusions and fears. Universal love is complete in me. I am united with God. I move with God. I am serene and sure, joyful and achieving, confident of ultimate splendor. I'm just fascinated by those kinds of things and by our mind and by our ability to shift our perspective, to shift our thinking, to be in a space of love, even when it hurts so badly. You know that if you put forth love, love will return to you. So the energy that you are and that you put forward in this world will return to you. So just, I encourage you, and I struggle with it too. Just take the time to breathe and come back to that space that was mentioned, that center. Come back to that center. And so I don't believe there are really any coincidences in life, because I believe it's programmed for you. You don't have to work. And this is what I'm finding now. There's no work involved. If you return to your center and you are in that space, which I call love and presence and essence in you, your own universe, Y-O-U, your own universe, then you'll just receive everything that you are, And so, no coincidence. I also asked my cards for a message, just like I asked the book, and I think that message was perfect. I asked the cards, and the cards said, I am in balance with myself and the world around me. I recognize that when I'm in balance, I possess a level of strength and flexibility that allows me to meet any challenge effortlessly. And those are in big letters on the card. Effortlessly. Yes? Come on. Yeah, I know you're with me on that. Why would you want to have to put effort towards being? Just be and enjoy your presence. And then the other card says, I move beyond past conditioning. Didn't I just read to you about that? Didn't I just talk to you about the conditioning that you get programmed by in this world? Well, I experience true freedom when I accept, understand, and move on from the conditioning of the past. So don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. You know that you have the power to shift. Just breathe and change it. Go inside, listen to yourself. Listen to yourself and see what happens. This is how I got to where I am right now. When I sat and listened, I knew that there was a voice inside of me that wanted to come out, but I had no resources really, and I was scared. And even though I had these visions of the fact that I'm supposed to be out there speaking, I still got nervous. Well, I started with Kaya Lopez, who is my coach. She's my coach, and she totally encouraged me to just get out there. So I was doing a whole bunch of Facebook Lives and just talking about whatever spirit brought. And I would do these morning musings where I'd get up and top of my head, first thing in the morning, I would start talking. So that is when you're most open to receive. And I wake up really early. I wake up before dawn. So that's when the messages are really good. They're really juicy and they're flowing, and they're powerful messages flowing through at that time. So either I suggest writing or recording yourself talking when you wake up. So anyways, Kaya got me to that point where I was consistent, because I had a problem with being consistent. I knew I wanted to do these things, but I wasn't consistent. I would do it for 3 days and then I'd drop off. And so anyway, consistent. I did it for 30 days. Just try that for yourself. Pick something that you're going to do for 21 to 30 days. That's my pattern, is 21 to 30 days. Just to get yourself into the habit, into the flow, moving something through you that you want to do. And when you get that taste of success, of actually going through, following through with it, my goodness, your insides are going to feel so good. That center for you is going to be just full of joy that you completed something. So thank you, Kaya. And then Miss Katie here, who runs this station, she invited me to do a show here. And I thought, oh my God, radio, like internet, like live? I don't know. That's what? But she encouraged me. She's like, come on, you're a natural. You'll have fun. You know, it'd be great. So I did. And here I am. And I actually am enjoying it. So, Katie, if you want, we can open up the lines. Can you tell them the number to call? Because I don't have it in front of me.
The number is 929-436-2866 with the meeting ID number 522-657-2748. The number is also up on the video live stream on Facebook Live and YouTube. And might I encourage that you guys who are watching the live streams to like, share, and subscribe. Let everybody know what this show's all about. Share it with your friends.
Oh, that's awesome, Katie. Thank you so much. And I'm sure you'll let me know when somebody's on the line. In the meantime, I'm just going to continue talking about how I got here and what I'm doing here. So sorry if I've told you the story before, but this is a new platform and I'm going to share it again. The title of my show is New Heart Transformation. And it came to me because I was seeking a title. I was like, all right, God, which is what I choose to say for the powers that be. If you want me to do this, if this is what you created me to do, speak, then I need a name for what I'm speaking. I need something, please. So Ezekiel 36:26, I believe it is, and it speaks of a new heart. And I haven't, let me see if I can pull it up while I'm talking, but helicopter. I don't know. That's not a good idea. But Ezekiel 36:26, and it does say that I will give you a new heart of flesh from the stone that you have there, basically. And the idea behind that is that we do have the ability to transform, just like I said. And even if something has hardened your heart, you can release it and soften yourself, you know, love that space, love that experience, give thanks, be in gratitude, let it pass, let it flow through you. And so I'm just here as an encouraging voice. I'm going to have, you know, some guests speaking, coming on show. I have a guest next week and the week after that. And so I hope that you'll continue to join me. It's looking like for the next 2 weeks, it'll be Monday from 3 to 4 Pacific Standard Time. And then after the next 2 weeks, I think I'm going to take it to Fridays. Okay, Katie, I think if Fridays at 3 p.m. works, let me know.
We good.
She's saying,
yeah, we good. We good.
Cool. That's excellent. I look forward to that. So yeah, I just basically today's point was just to introduce myself and see if there was anybody that wanted to chit chat. So if there is not, I think that Katie, do you have anything that you wanted to say?
No, you're doing absolutely.
And that he was basically.
That's me. Sorry, I'm trying to pull something up.
No, that's
and
okay.
I can't.
You don't have any calls at the moment, but you're doing absolutely fine.
Oh, thank you.
And,
yeah.
And I want to congratulate you for having a show on Soma Fusion Media. And I do want to wish you all the success in the world to help your show grow and become abundant.
Thank you. I'm feeling very, very blessed to be here. And so next week is going to be Laine Asher, and she's actually Maori woman, mixed Maori woman who she does hypnotherapy and other fabulous things. And actually I'm in school for hypnotherapy at the moment, and it's just amazing how much it shows you about how and why you do the things that you do. and with the how and why, that you again have that ability to shift those behaviors and beliefs. So we're amazing. Life is meant to be lived and enjoyed. And again, today was just a quickie. So hopefully you'll continue to join and listen in. You guys have a great evening, afternoon, day. Cheers and ciao.